YouTubers, Mike Martin's here, Mike Martin's channel. Oh yeah, you can read it right there. 78% of BC residents support banning foreigners from buying real estate, says survey. Now, we've done this on the channel. We've discussed this on the channel. This has been brought up on the channel thousands of times. I've been talking about this 5 years now. I was talking about it after the 2010 Olympics when my first channel got taken down. Foreign investing should not be foreign investing to buy out our real estate from the Canadian proper. And when we're talking about selling off real estate, we're talking about selling off dilapidated, collapsible teardowns that are going for $1 to $2 million and leaving the Canadian proper pretty much out in the cold, fending for himself, trying to find a place to live because he can't afford to live in the city he was born and raised in. And that's a major issue. Now, New Zealand passed this law 2 years ago, and it's cooled down market prices, and they're slowly trending down. And foreign real estate, foreign investors, it's hard for foreign investors now to buy in New Zealand unless they jump through a bunch of loopholes. Now, what's happened is now the survey, let's take a look at this. A new survey finds that the vast majority of British Columbians are supportive of the implementing of the new government interventionist policies that restrict most foreigners from acquiring real estate. Now, this goes back to a story I did on trends in the housing market. Watch Trends in the Housing Market. It's live every Wednesday nights. Set your reminders on the channel. Check it out because we're going to be talking about this again. We talked about this a lot. It's happened in the UK, New Zealand, Australia, Western United States, and parts of New York and Massachusetts have been seeing this phenomena. And Ireland, like all the UK, I'm talking about Ireland, Scotland, have seen this rare phenomena of people coming in and bidding up properties so they could get their money out of China. Right? It's primarily China. We have $200 billion in laundered money through Canadian real estate, and the Liberal government shut down the whole thing. And Canada and Australia, New Zealand, and all these countries, again, have been competing for wealthy investors to come in from China. There's an article that says Canada wants more Chinese. Go to my other videos, you'll see it. I've already discussed this. According to Research Co., such legislation bans foreigners from acquiring real estate that would be similar to 2018. There you go, enacted in New Zealand, where foreign buyers were also blamed for driving up housing prices. And that's true. It's very true. Expectations to highly touted New Zealand policy include foreigners who hold residency status as well as citizens from Australia and Singapore due to the free trade agreements. Despite the attention the ban has received, numerous media reports in the New Zealand over the years indicate the ban has moderated the country's housing market, especially for upscale homes, but prices remain high due to the fundamentals, especially in Auckland. Prior to the ban, foreign buyers accounted for just 3% of New Zealand's real estate. That's a lie. That's a lie right there. That's a lie right there. I have people that have called into the show on trends in the housing market and have told me to my face that their entire block shut down. And it's all boarded up, and it has Christmas and Chinese New Year decorations from 10 years ago sitting there. And fences falling over and all boarded up. Streets completely empty. Okay? Not 3%. BC government data shows similar proportion for residential sales in the province in 2018. The survey shows that the highest level of support for such a ban are residents of Vancouver Island and younger generations, the 35 to 54, with each of the cohorts voicing 88% of the favor. In British Columbia and Ontario, foreign buyers' taxes have been enacted by the governments in each province, which has slowed down the housing markets considerably. So, there you go. Foreign buyers tax. Throw that in. They're going to do that in Seattle and California, and they're looking at doing a vacant home tax, Seattle and California. Why a vacant home tax? Well, you're not going to believe this. I was speaking to someone the other day who emailed me and told me he owns almost 500 condominiums in Vancouver. He lives in China, and he's never been to Canada once in his life. He emailed me to tell me, yeah, I own almost 500 properties. What's the problem? I've never been to Canada. The problem is I can't even own 5 properties in China. That's a big problem. I can't even own 5 properties in Mexico. Luckily, I have a dual citizen. I'm Portuguese, Canadian, so there's other options. If the poop hits the fan, where are Canadians going to go? If they can't escape because everyone's coming to Canada, but then where the Canadians are going to go when they can't afford? Where are the affordability refugee migrants going to go? The Canadians that were born and raised in their own cities. Where are they going to go? In British Columbia and Ontario, foreign buyers taxes have been enacted by the governments in each province, which slowed down the housing markets considerably in Vancouver, Toronto regions over the last 3 to 4 years. With Metro Vancouver, this intervention policy has particularly affected the luxury segment of the real estate market. So now let's go to my channel real quick, because you have to see this. If you're following this long, pay attention to this, guys. Go to my channel. Okay. Now, go over here and click, and then check. If you check it, there's so many. Okay, type in Seattle. Watch this. Look at this article. I brought this article up the other day on trends in the housing market, and I think it's this one. YouTubers, Mike Martin's here. Let me see if it's here. Hold on. If it's in this video, I don't think it's this video. Hold on. There's one video that you guys need to see. It's very important because it actually shows something important. So here's what I want to show you. It's on my channel. Seattle housing market in trouble. Foreign buyers overlooking Vancouver, heading to Seattle and frantic pace. Chief economist says foreign buyers tax would be likely court implemented in the U.S. city. Likely to be implemented. So this is what happened. Vancouver put in the foreign buyers tax that we're seeing here. And it's brought in tons of people, and it's basically destroying the western part of northwest United States. California has been plagued by foreign investing. That's why you have mass migration moving east. And Oregon is getting hit because people from California can't afford to live there, are moving to Oregon. And people from Washington State are moving to Oregon, and then they're screwing those guys up. And those guys are mass exodusing because their housing levels there are over 430,000. They're moving east to Nevada, Texas, New Mexico, Arizona, all kinds of other, Colorado, all kinds of other places. So prior to the ban, so 3%, that's a lie. We went over that. Furthermore, 74% of the new tax of 0.2% value homes between $3 million and $4 million of the tax rate is 0.4% of the portion of the home values exceeds $4 million. As well as 72% of residents agree with the decision to increase property transfer tax from 3 to 5% for homes for more than $3 million. But they're not getting the properties that are $1 to $2 million where the average Canadian can't get in, right? So it started like this. And it got really bad. And it started like this. Where Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and all the countries were competing for wealthy Chinese. Canada wants more Chinese students and tourist workers. I bring this up because it's the root of our problem right here. And our beautiful government here is bringing in $500,000 per year, opening up more offices with our taxpayers' money to keep our economy propped up. And hopefully the housing market could stay afloat and be okay because we're going to bring in more wealth. And from that, we all know what article, if you've been watching this channel for a long time, you know what happens next. You got this. So you're watching this live as I'm looking this up, guys, live. So here it is. Aboriginals and whites leaving Metro Vancouver. Why? Because they can't afford to live in their own city. And we go to our last article. Canada would be in a recession without money laundering. So I have to show these because people think I'm making this up. And Canada would be in a recession without money laundering for better dwelling there. $200 billion laundered through Canadian real estate. $200.5 billion. And up into 2005 they got, but they're not allowed to go any further. The Liberal government shut that down quick in a heartbeat. Quick in a heartbeat. But if I laundered money into Canada, I'd be behind bars, and I'd be on the front page of every paper to show that they're stopping or putting a crackdown on money laundering. But they show me as an example. So let me know what you guys think. 78% of BC residents. So wherever you are, if you're in Auckland, Auckland already has it, but if you're in Sydney, Toronto, comment below and let us know what city you're in, and do you support banning foreign buyers? I need to know. Comment below. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to tune in tonight for Trends in the Housing Market Live.